In news overseas, the U.S. Congress has formally rejected President Donald Trump's national emergency declaration to fund wall construction along the U.S.-Mexico border, triggering a near-certain presidential veto. VOA's Michael Bowman reports from Capitol Hill, where the Senate joined the House of Representatives in disapproving a contentious executive action.
The yeas are 59, the nays are 41. The joint resolution is passed.
It's Congress's first ever rejection of a national emergency declaration, a declaration President Trump made when he couldn't get the funding he wanted from lawmakers for a wall on the southern border with Mexico.
This is not a normal vote. This is not a normal day.
At issue, whether a president can redirect federal funds for a border wall that Congress has not approved.
The president's action comes into direct conflict with Congress's authority to determine the appropriation of funds, a power vested in Congress by the framers of our Constitution.
An undeterred Trump promised action to defend his emergency declaration.
I'll probably have to veto, and it's not going to be overturned. The legal scholars all say it's totally constitutional. It's very important. It's really a border security vote.
12 Senate Republicans voted for the resolution. Most stood with the president.
The president is operating within existing law, and the crisis on our border is all too real.
When hundreds of thousands of foreigners arrive at the southern border and demand entry, that's not migration. That's an emergency and a threat to our sovereignty.
Democrats noted that America's border deficiencies have been debated for years, arguing the situation is far from a national emergency and that Trump is exceeding his authority by defying Congress's will.
He declared an emergency because he lost in Congress and wants to get around it. He's obsessed with showing strength, and he couldn't just abandon his pursuit of the border wall, so he had to trample on the Constitution.
Although Congress has not funded Trump's border wall requests, earlier this year lawmakers did provide limited funds to erect new fencing along small sections of the U.S.-Mexico border, an outlay the president deemed inadequate. Congress is unlikely to override a presidential veto, boosting the likelihood that federal courts will decide the fate of the national emergency declaration.